There is a form of success the algorithm does not reward. It does not trend. It does not shout. It does not ask to be admired. It grows quietly, below the surface, and the men who build it are often mistaken for ordinary. He was never impressive at first glance, never the loudest voice in the room, never the man announcing future victories, because he understood something most people learn too late. Attention is rented, but stability is owned. Every morning at 4:58 a.m., his alarm vibrated softly. No dramatic music, no adrenaline trigger, just a signal. While the city slept in comfort or chaos, he sat upright in silence. His first thought was not motivation. It was responsibility. Responsibility to his future self. Responsibility to build a life that could not collapse with a single decision made by someone else. 2 years earlier, he learned why that mattered. The meeting lasted 11 minutes. Polite tone, measured words, strategic empathy. Company restructuring, economic climate. Nothing personal. But impact is always personal. He walked out carrying a small box and a larger realization. Income is temporary. Employment is conditional. But discipline compounds. That night, fear arrived. Quiet, heavy, persistent. Rent, insurance, groceries, utilities, shrinking savings. Numbers don't panic, people do. And in the dark, fear becomes louder. Most people respond with urgency, desperation, reaction. He did something different. He slowed down. Instead of chasing fast money, he studied slow wealth. Instead of searching for rescue, he designed structure. Because speed creates noise, but structure creates leverage. He audited his life. Every expense documented, every subscription questioned, every habit examined. It was uncomfortable, because clarity removes illusion. He eliminated what didn't serve him, reduced lifestyle inflation, redirected consumption into ownership, not from scarcity, but from strategy. He replaced entertainment with education, and that decision began to reshape his future. Financial statements, asset allocation, index funds, risk-adjusted returns, tax efficiency, compounding models. He stopped consuming content and started acquiring knowledge. Something shifted. He realized wealth is not built through intensity. It is built through consistency. The market does not reward emotion, it rewards patience. The loud investor chases trends. The disciplined investor builds positions. He automated savings, established an emergency reserve, created rules he would not negotiate with himself, because discipline fails when it depends on mood. Systems do not depend on mood. Months passed. There was no visible transformation. No luxury upgrade, no sudden breakthrough. From the outside, nothing impressive. But internally, identity was forming. He stopped asking, "How can I look successful?" and started asking, "How can I become anti-fragile?" He increased assets before increasing lifestyle. He pursued ownership before comfort. Then the market declined. Portfolio value dropped. Old fear attempted to return. But this time, he understood volatility. He understood cycles. He understood that downturns transfer assets from the impatient to the disciplined. So he continued, reinvesting dividends, maintaining allocation, respecting long-term positioning. He was no longer reacting. He was executing. 2 years later, his apartment was still modest. His wardrobe still simple, his car still practical, but his posture changed. He had liquidity, he had optionality, he had time. And time is financial power. He no longer accepted work out of fear. He negotiated from stability. Calm replaced urgency, and urgency is expensive. Desperation lowers value. Stability increases it. Wealth is not built in explosive moments. It is built in disciplined layers. Quarter after quarter, year after year, decision after decision. Most people quit during the boring phase. He mastered it, because boring is often profitable, and exciting is often costly. One evening, watching the sun disappear behind the skyline, he felt something unexpected. Not pride, not superiority, gratitude. Gratitude for control. Control over spending, control over reaction, control over direction, and control is freedom in disguise. He did not become wealthy overnight. First, he became stable, then disciplined, then strategic, then patient, then free. Because true wealth was never money. It was the mindset that could rebuild it at any time. If everything disappeared tomorrow, he would not panic. He would repeat the system, because motivation fades, but structure survives. He built in silence, and the silence built him. If this message found you during your quiet rebuilding phase, understand this: invisible foundations create unshakable futures. Subscribe for perspective, not hype. Like this video so it reaches someone building quietly, and share it with the person who refuses to quit even when no one is watching. Silent builders rarely remain invisible forever.